Max Caster is a young, cool, black, edgy rapper in AEW Max Get Out. Get out! Get out!
Hey, stay connected. Follow Pro Wrestling Bits.
Max Caster is in hot water after some heel hip-hop lyrics led to performative outrage on Twitter. Caster's in-character references to Duke Lacrosse and Simone Biles were too much for those who take their pro wrestling too seriously. And AEW president Tony Khan was all too happy to capitulate, not only throwing Caster under the bus, but also taking complete control of AEW's editing process to keep that dangerous rapper in line. What, because you think he's actually going to do the things he was saying in his raps? What are we doing here? No, seriously, Max, what are you doing in AEW? Get out! Max Caster's hip-hop gimmick is a fish out of water in what is quickly becoming the most culturally clueless wrestling company in the world. All elite white people, where almost everything's white, has no place for hip-hop right now. Tony Khan has told you that with his wallet. When he buys mainstream theme music to invest in a hand-picked talent, he's spending that money on the Pixies and The Troggs and Baltimora. This man isn't spending a dime on Tupac. Get out! If and when Max Caster returns, his once edgy lyrics will have to be edited by Tony Khan. I've seen the people Tony builds his company around, and now he's gonna edit hip-hop? That would be like Kanye West having a listening party in an Elks Lodge. Thank you, Alfred, from last week. If you're one of those sad people who hated Max Caster's raps before, imagine how neutered an MC he'd be with Tony Khan as his A&R. Anybody know a word that rhymes with mayonnaise? Get out! Max Caster made those offensive statements in character on a television show as part of a rap song. That's 3 layers of make-believe. Meanwhile, Nick Gage, the murder, death, kill guy, sliced through every layer of make-believe to legitimately cut open a 50-year-old man's face to the point where Chris Jericho was spilling real blood on a fake wrestling show. This too led to outrage. Domino's was not happy, yet President Pizza Cutter did not publicly condemn this violence. In fact, Tony Khan planned and supported it. He was the first person at the gorilla position to praise Nick Gage for his legalized assault. Listen, I'm MDK all day, but I'm also down with the Acclaimed, and between AEW's handling of these two controversies, you'd think Max Caster was the ex-felon out of these two. I just don't get how... Everybody, it's time for a breaking news weather report in the world of professional wrestling. Now, some of you might be pleased to find out that pro wrestling temperatures across the industry remain bright and sunny in recent years. Take a look at what's going on over here at ROH, solid and 75 degrees. Of course, recent years have seen the pushes of Jay Lethal, Shane Taylor, Kenny King, and new ROH Pure Champion Jonathan Gresham. Temperatures remain warm heading up north over here to Impact Wrestling. Former world champions Rich Swann and Moose continue to be top stars in that promotion. And look over here, ladies and gentlemen, better late than never. WWE remains solid in their climates with names like Bianca Belair, Bobby Lashley, Big E, and Reggie all receiving pushes. It's sunny and 78 in Stamford. Perfect weather for a cookout. Now let's head further south to Duval County in AEW and just look at the caucasity in this company. Snowstorms and blizzards have swept through the city of Jacksonville, and the inclement weather is a direct result of an avalanche of white excellence in AEW. Some of AEW's biggest and brightest stars are its whitest stars, but these internet wrestling Caucasians are killing it. AEW Dynamite has averaged over 1 million viewers for 4 consecutive weeks for the first time ever. So despite inclement weather, AEW is white hot. Now, let's break down some of these strategies that are interesting but effective for AEW in terms of building their top stars. You've got your first generation Caucasians. These are guys like Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page. World Championship material who AEW has successfully established as top stars for years to come. Then right up beneath them, you've got the next generation. Your second generation Caucasians. These are guys like Jungle Boy, MJF, Orange Cassidy, and Darby Allin. AEW has gone out of its way to spend big investments in mainstream music to make them even even bigger stars. And as you'll see, Darby Allin painted half of his face an even brighter shade of white so that he can get as many opportunities as possible. I see what you did there, Darby. Then, of course, you've got your OG whites. These are your legends like Sting and even Christian, who is in line to receive a world championship opportunity against Kenny Omega, it looks like. And then finally, you have your Caucasian in negotiation. This is your Adam Cole, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, guys who, as of this weather report, have not officially been announced as AEW signees, but rumors are swirling around like the blizzards through Daly's Place. I mean, Jacksonville hasn't been this white since the Jaguars had tryouts for kickers. For those of you looking for better temperatures in Jacksonville, there are warmer, less frosty climates in certain counties of Jacksonville, namely AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation, where if you look hard enough, you'll be able to find Jade Cargill and the Lucha Brothers this week. You know what, though? You know what? AEW is really good. I'm not even going to front. From characters to storyline development to in-ring, AEW is really good right now. It's such good white shit. In fact, we're going to go now to ground zero of our sub-zero snowstorm and temperatures out in Jacksonville, live from Daly's Place, racial correspondent Alfred Kunawa. Thank you, Alfred. I am just outside of Daly's Place here in Jacksonville as AEW executives are working feverishly and trying to come up with ways as to how they can make this company even whiter. And amid some recent controversy with sponsors, I'm being told that AEW is on the verge of landing a major partnership with LL Bean. More on that story as it develops. AEW's top structure is really built like a mountaintop, where it's very dark at the bottom of the mountain, but the further up the mountain you go to the pinnacle, if you will, why at that point it's whiter than any of Megyn Kelly's group chats. Now, some of the executives have heard some of the whispers about the lack of black excellence at or anywhere near the top of AEW, and in a way to better connect with the culture, I'm being told that Tony Khan, AEW's president, is in talks to buy the entire hip-hop library of Vanilla Ice. They're trying, ladies and gentlemen. Just give it time, I guess. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming, which is exactly why Max Caster needs to get out of AEW.